and welcome back to my channel, BU Meditation and Mindfulness. So a lot of people are saying to me, I can't meditate, my mind is way too busy. And don't forget, we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day going through our minds, so it's impossible to clear all those thoughts. But what we can do is we can mind train. So we can train our mind to control those thoughts. So what I thought I'd do today is teach you a technique about labeling. Because, sometimes we just need to sit with those thoughts or emotions and just understand them a little bit better before we let them go. So by labeling, so for example, if fear comes up, we just sit. We feel where that fear is feeling in the body, and then we label it. We label that as fear. So you could even say in your own mind, I label this as fear. Or you just have an understanding and a thought that you're labeling it as fear. And it's the same with all the different emotions and all the different feelings. Just sit with it for a moment. We can't always think positively. We do have those thoughts that come in that want to distract us, that aren't so positive. But we need to understand how our body is feeling when those thoughts come in. So just by taking some time and just feeling how that feels in the body. So how does that fear feel in the body? Am I feeling it in my chest? Is my breathing changing? Am I feeling it as a pain in my leg? Am I having tension in my head? Or are my shoulders feeling really tight? When you get that feeling of anger, where does anger feel? Where does happiness feel? So, we can do this with our positive thoughts as well. And what we find is when we're happy, our mouth changes. We seem to relax the muscles around our mouth as we smile. And we might feel some happiness going through the body. So it's about identifying those thoughts and emotions, sitting with them, labeling them as whatever they are, and just allowing them to come and go. They're part of our human mind. So we want to just let them come in. We want to feel it, we want to accept it, and then when we let it go, we can let it go for a bit longer because we've sat with it, because we felt it. So let's go ahead and do that now. So make sure that your back is as straight as can be without being too uncomfortable, and your hands are comfortably in your laps, whether that's facing down, facing up or cradled, that's entirely up to you. Just make sure that you're comfortable. You could do this lying down on the bed if you want to, but I'll talk through it with you as if you're sitting up with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. Okay, so let's just take some deep breaths to start us off. So we can look down at the floor or in front of us, and we can just start to be aware of our normal breathing first of all. Just allowing the breath to naturally find its own rhythm. And then we take a breath in. So imagine breathing in that fresh air as our stomach expands. Holding and imagine that breath moving around the body and then out through the mouth to let everything go. And as we're letting that breath move out of the body, we can imagine it taking all our worries and our tensions with it too. So again, breathing in your own time. So breathing in through the nose, feeling that stomach expanding, holding, and then out through the mouth. And once more, breathing in, holding, and then breathing out. And just being aware now of how that breath feels as it flows through the body. Remember, we're not trying to change the breath at this point, we're just simply having the awareness. And allow now those thoughts to come in. Just notice them as if, you're somebody looking in on your thoughts. You're the observer. And when that thought comes in, just label it. That's fear. Where am I feeling that right now? You may just want to scan your body with your eyes. Where am I feeling that fear right now? And don't worry if you can't feel it, because again, we're training our body and our mind to work together better. So the more that you do these exercises, the easier it will be to notice. Or you might just get a thought that, okay, that's my knee pain. That's where I hold my fear. So I'm going to take my attention there now. And I'm just going to say it's okay. I know that you're feeling fear right now. I understand. And I let you go. And then just return to the breath. Return to the breath. You can close your eyes if you want to, or keep your eyes open in front of you or on the floor. And watch the other thoughts that come in. Just noticing. Just being the observer of the mind. Just accepting those thoughts as they come in. And maybe you have a thought of judgment. Mindfulness and meditation is all about being non-judgmental. So if you have that thought, if you're judging yourself or others, just be aware of it. Label it as judgment. And where are you feeling that judgment? Scanning the body and just finding where that is. And then letting it go. And returning to the breath as your anchor every time. And keep doing this, keep training the mind. Allowing those thoughts to come in, sitting with them, labeling them, and let them go. I had an experience on the weekend where, I had set my expectations too high for myself, and I was told I'd done a brilliant job, but for me, I felt I could have done better. So my practice for that day was sitting with that thought. Sitting with that thought of thinking I'm not good enough. Feeling it in the body. Accepting and then letting go. So I'm going to leave you alone now for a little while, just to be the observer of your thoughts. Just watch them as they come in and out. You're not trying to open the thought up and starting to think, why am I thinking this? Or what can I do about this? You're just feeling the thought. You're just allowing it to be. And then telling your body and your mind it's okay. I label this thought as not feeling good enough, or whatever it is. And I sit with it, feel it, and then let it go. The mind is so interesting. And when we think, or when we look at our mind as that observer, we start to get to know ourselves a little bit better. We start being aware of those thoughts and, what distracts us, what keeps us from being happy. So keep feeling and labeling those thoughts, and I'll be back for you in a little while. So becoming aware of your breath once more, flowing through the body naturally. Start now to feel your feet on the floor and how your body is being supported by the chair that you sit in. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes to start waking your body up. And in your own time, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that tip and technique today. I like to think of, with these sessions, I'm giving you a beautiful golden toolbox. And every time that we meditate together, you've got a new tool to put in that toolbox. Sometimes you will use that tool every day. Sometimes a couple of days a week. Some you may never use, or some you may use when you feel that you need it. So let's do a card. So I've got the butterfly cards today. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and just take one from the middle. And the card is look inside yourself. And isn't that what we've just done? We've been the observer of ourselves, of our own mind and our own body. So this card from the universe for everyone right now is do this often. Look inside yourself. Look inside your mind as that extra person. And once you're more aware of your patterns of thoughts and your feelings and emotions and where they sit in the body, you have the awareness. And remember, mindfulness and meditation is all about mind awareness and body awareness. So I hope you have a good week. And remember, please subscribe, like and share if you enjoyed this video. And stay mindful. And I'll be back soon. Bye. If you liked the video, then please subscribe, like and share. And remember, be mindful.